West Ham United are on fire at the moment, winning 3 games out of 3 and scoring 3 in each game. Kudus, Paqueta and our new signing all linking up to save our manager's job because he didn't do too well last year. But sadly this season, goals may not be enough as we need to keep them out by signing a new goalkeeper. That will require money and of course getting a youth player will, which Lopetegui has to do before the end of the year. As yes people, welcome back, episode 2 of season number 2 of the West Ham United career mode, and we start with 42 million. Good sum of money I know, but of course we need to get a youth player in and I have paid for a scout and we will go there first off. And as you can see by his rating, I have not tampered with him at all, but Theodore Cunningham, we have got a potential player this year. Came from a 5-star scout, and of course he's very young and will take a little bit of time to come. Is there a better position for him? Cam. Okay, now we have just signed a new Cam, of course. If you haven't seen the last episode, go and watch that one before this one, definitely. As yes, we've got a new wide player or a midfielder. As Eze, spoiler alert, he's our new signing and he's been on fire recently. Getting assists for the team and getting goals for the team. But it is goalkeepers we need, or one from this list here. Ramiro is up first. Alex is the backup to Manuel Neuer, of course, at Bayern Munich, still at his old age. Then we've got Andre Lunin. Then we've got Oblak, who's 31-year-old. And this off-shout from Las Palmas, Alvaro Valles. But no, I think I'm going to go Ramiro. Offer what he's worth. And 54 million? Is it even worth negotiating? I'm actually gonna say no, and I'm gonna check him off our list as I prefer Lunin to Oblak just because of the age difference. Can we get Lunin? Of course, a backup at Madrid, and 32.2 is definitely enough to pay for us. Have to wait to see what happens as we are on deadline day, and an offer for Harry Maguire from Stade Rennais, absolutely no chance. Maguire stays here, and Emerson, I don't mind selling. Kudus in a swap deal for Matthias Tell. That is a decent offer, and to be fair, we've got a youth player coming through our ranks. Matthias Tell at West Ham United. If they do step it to 60.5, I would actually accept it. I mean, he's good for the future, but we've only got 2 seasons left of this rebuild. A big fat no thank you, but a welcome to Lunin. Yes, our new goalkeeper is here, the Ukrainian from Real Madrid. Improves our team drastically, but as you can see on the bench, Areola, he seems to be unhappy. Gaffer, can't say I'm too pleased on the demotion from number 1 choice. But I get it. I'm getting old and I'm not in my prime years no more. All that I ask is I get my chance in Europe, as I didn't get that at PSG and Real Madrid when I was previously there. Fair enough, Alphonse. You did get us to Europe, so you will play your part. Mark my words. You will play your part, as I've simmed 2 games. You can see United and Fulham, where we scored another 3 goals to get us into the Europa League, which we will play the first game of. Braga, interesting, the team from Portugal. As here's the other teams, we've got Brondby and Dynamo Zagreb. I do like playing because you get to see their youth talent. Had the likes of Modric and of course the keeper Livkovic. As our keeper for this game will be Areola. And our striker for this game, well, it has to be Fulkrug, because so far in 3 games, he hasn't scored a goal. Needs to build his confidence as we are at home for this one. The London Stadium hosts European nights again. As speaking of European nights, the striker we're saying hasn't scored a goal recently played in the biggest one, the Champions League final. Scary hasn't scored yet as Somerville, into him right now. Fulkrug gets away from his man and does blast it at another. That's the first chance of the game as well. 20 minutes into this one. I know it's just New Europe, but Braga we should be beating. Poor from Nicholas again, and we need to try and slide in there. Areola had to save. They've been the better team. And Bruma scores first. Remember this guy ages ago? He had a decent FIFA card. And now scores against us on FIFA. This isn't the start we needed, especially in the Europa League as Wan-Bissaka centrally. Eze to try and shoot. Literally hopeless without Kudus, who I did rest as Fulkrug. Now, again he's been tackled. As at half-time, well, he's got to come off the field, because at the moment, he's just a German Andy Carroll. Although Andy was quite good, and come on, we need a good start to the second half. It's Somerville running away with it. Too quick for himself, as that's a good header back though to Bowen. What a save! What a save, the keeper! Need magic from the corner though, as that is a pass inside from Eze. Now Somerville, Soler, Maguire, Harry Maguire gets round his man. Maguire into the box. Oh my days. How fun would it be if he scored? Or really anybody at the moment, as Somerville through them two players. Eze, Leonardo in front of Eze. Leonardo scores! Equal at the London Stadium, and it is the replacement for Fulkrug, who really isn't doing well. Look at this from Leonardo. Gets onto the last man and just hits it across the goalkeeper, who has been pretty decent this game. Still, we ain't finished though. We want the win here late on, as Somerville, edge of the box. Gaia uses Paqueta. Now Paqueta gets it back. That's surely handball, and we can still keep it here. Jared Bowen on the spin. Surely handball, but still we've got Ward-Prowse now on for corners, but Eze looking for Bowen. It might not be our night, you know, and it isn't. Oh well, we just couldn't break them down. You win some, you lose some, and we actually haven't lost this. Julian, an opening night draw with Braga. Yeah, a difficult one to take, but we didn't lose the game, of course. Exactly how I said it, and the Premier League is our focus. Well, it looks like that anyway. We are top of the table. Only 5 games gone, and we do have Coventry next, who I'm guessing, yep, they're near the bottom of the Sky Blues. Think we all know what happens. Coventry get... oh no, they don't get the win. A Leonardo brace sees him joint top scorer with Mo Kudus back in the team. 7 goal contributions. And let's hope he's kept it up. In the league, it definitely looks like he has. We are out of the cup, and we did draw a Europa League game. But still, we hold top spot, 22 points, and our next game is the Bottlers Spurs. And when we look at the team, we are going with the usual. It's Lunning's debut in goal, but the big shock is on the bench. Jurasek we paid a lot of money for, and he's injured. Still, come back very quickly. Then again, maybe don't, as he has just changed to a cam. But is this the time that Theodore Cunningham makes his West Ham debut? Could you imagine if he scores? Now, we're not going to force that to happen. It would be a good narrative, but we are a team against the rivals. Trying to stay top as Jared Bowen running through here. Leonardo slipped through. Marcus Leonardo. Really like the room he finds, and he's even back tackling here. Guido Rodriguez. Oh my days, pass it quicker. And yes, we're in the Barbie kit. Tottenham fans probably laughing, but won't be laughing after we beat them. Early bit of dominance, which just needs a goal as Kudus is through here. He passes it at Vicario, hits the post on the rebound. How we could have used that as Richarlison through right now. We've got to get the ball off him. Suchek, you idiot. As a penalty to Spurs, and you guys tell me about sliding. Now, sometimes I can't help myself, and that was one of those times. If he was better at slide tackling, I think we would have got the ball, as Lunning conceded on his debut, and it's a penalty from Heung-min Son. Oh, we beat them last year. Come on, we need to beat them again. Let's make it a classic comeback again. Leonardo, he's through on goal. It's a save, and then a tap-in. Guido is onside. I thought it was off for a second there, so yeah, instantly level again. I think a common theme in this West Ham save is scoring when you just don't expect it, either at the start of the game or either just at a random patchy moment. As that's the halftime whistle, and we just need to go again. Come on, lads, it's Tottenham, the 13th, and we are first. And Captain Bowen. Now, I talked about Fulkrug. Bowen's played more games, He's got no goals as well. Leonardo into Paqueta. Paqueta with room. I believe in him as he's won the ball back into Eze. Now, can Eze find Leonardo? He does. He's in front of the defender, Marcus Leonardo. Oh, he's missed. And can you believe that? A solid chance for 2-1. I think when you miss them chances, it tells you the day's done. So Somerville on, Fulkrug, and also Cunningham. It is what the board wanted, not what I wanted, because this is a huge game to play him, but he's allowed to run into the box. It is Cunningham. His shot. That's the shot of a youth player. And can he do it again? Because he's running into the box right here, finding Fulkrug, who shifts it. Fulkrug with the shot, and he just doesn't score. Just not Fulkrug. And maybe one more chance in this game. If we're onside, it's Cunningham again. He finds Eze. Now, if we're not scoring those ones, means the game is done and dusted as another 1-1 draw. But we should still be top. As after that game, it is time for Europe, baby. A 2-0 win. And yes, Bowen finally scores. Delighted for him as he might not against City. I mean, that's giving it a good go. Still 3-1 losers. But still, that's our first defeat. 4 above City and 2 above Chelsea. Who would have believed this? Definitely not the board, who say they apologise. As things this season just look like they've turned. Good league form and the cup form we don't care about this season, but one thing we do care about is Theodore Cunningham. Now, you can't predict your youth players, and of course you just signed Jurasek, so we feel like a loan would be acceptable for Theo. But Julian says no. I actually want to use him here. He probably won't start games, but there's no backup for Eze. Paqueta's playing deeper, Kudus now out wide. So yeah, our youth player will get a run of games. And you can see that makes him happy as he does start in the team for the reverse game against Braga, which we do lose this time. Lee's Fulkrug scored, and we do look kind of through. Yes, it's not certain so far. We probably have to play another game. Still, the odds in our favour as Edson Alvarez stays at an 84, but now is a centre-back. As he won't be in this team, because yes, we're not through, but with us looking likely through, I have spruced it up a bit. Here we go, here's the decider, and Ward-Prowse in the team, making a tackle straight away. So I'm going to say one thing I don't say on this channel. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free, and hey, might give Theodore Cunningham some luck. The lad needs it as he's played a ball down the line though into Jurasek. He's not injured anymore. He had a 1-month injury. Now playing it into Leonardo, who's through. Shoots and definitely should have had an opening goal. Don't tell me he's now missing chances as Guido has been scoring a few. Cunningham with the gap though. Theodore Cunningham going through the gap and strike inside netting. The youth player scored in his Europa League debut. Or maybe it isn't, sorry, but remember the number 17 scoring for West Ham. He's the next Mark Noble, the next Declan Rice, and that is a clean strike as well. Get in there, Theo. 1-0 the Irons. Lovely jubbly as Harry Maguire, a huge tackle from him. He's back in the team. To be fair, he's been decent here at West Ham. As solid as a rock as Cunningham. Good header onto Fulkrug on for the second half. I just want him to start scoring regularly. Finding him in the middle again, but there's Cunningham in a better position to shoot. I mean, that was a bit of a tame shot. Still, he did get his shot off, and now he's passed it into Jose Gaya, the left back going centrally. Gaya going all the way. As we do need one more. Come on, Bowen down the side into the box. Jurasek scores his first goal, putting West Ham through to the knockouts. And hey, that number 9 shirt finally come in handy, because he scored the same as Fulkrug. Lopetegui impresses as Emre packs up. Looks like he's lost his job, which hopefully ends that narrative. As speaking of narratives, that month is solid. We've got 3 wins in the league and 1 away at Anfield. Still top of the table, you know. 19 games gone now, so yes, City have a game in hand, but for that, I'm not worried. Just Champions League football is success in my eyes, as also another way to get that is by beating Galatasaray.